Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League, Season 14, Week 5. Who are you today, Mystery Man?
Hmm. 'Tis I, Spaz.
Spaz is a Spaz, former team captain of, actually the two people who were with us last game, Katie and Crystal Miku. Unfortunately, Crystal
hmm
Miku is no longer with us, nor is Katie. They had some English business to attend to, so...
They both got accidentally murdered.
Yeah, I
By
hate when that
Jesus.
happens.
It
By
happens.
Jesus!
By Jesus.
Alright, Jesus, see you later.
Yeah.
Sheer-ass lab also banning out the Abaddon. I don't know, it felt... I don't mean to be mean to Lion or anything, but it did not really feel like the Abaddon had any real part to play in that last game.
You. Banning the silencer and then the hero it counters, the Enigma.
Yep.
Interesting
I mean,
decisions there.
it's not a bad plan conceptually. It's like, you ban out the Silencer. If you've banned the Silencer, you're weak to the Enigma. You know they play Enigma, so you better get rid of it too.
Yeah, fair enough. Coming in with the Marcy pick, taking it away from GXG.
Yep, gonna show them how it's done.
Or maybe get shown how to counter it. We'll see this game, how it ends. See what GXG picks. Marcy. It's been the most contested hero in the TI group stages, I do believe.
What a
Or one of
shock.
them. Shadow Shaman into Beastmaster. Going for a very, very heavy push lineup here. Starting off with the wards, the boars, and whatever he decides to pick up as his ancient creep. With
Yeah,
the Helm of the Overboard.
Ganker X Ganker does not want to get their match skipped through this week. They do not want another one of these goddamn 30-minute hopeless mega creep defenses going on. This time it's like
Yeah.
we're winning quick, we're out of here.
Although G-Raff Laboratory picking Jakiro, a notoriously good D-push hero. However, I don't know how much Shaman and Beastmaster really care about Macropyre.
Yeah, Jakiro's a much better D-push hero when you personally are doing the pushing. Not so much when
Yeah.
your wards or your crap, your little allies are
Yeah.
doing the job for you.
Minions are doing the job for you. Ancient Creeps having 60% magical resistance.
Minions, you're thinking of
Uh,
League.
yeah. Minions being the things that you control. I don't know.
Hey, you're thinking of League.
Death Prophet and Death Prophet, Naga, and again Bristleback banned on the side of GXG and Ember, Weaver, and SF. The SF and the Weaver we saw last game being banned out by G-Raff Laboratory.
Yep, 3/5 of the lineup.
Respect bans. Yeah, that is true. 3 of the heroes that they played in the last game were banned out by G-Raff's Laboratory here. Is it respect ban or just fear? We'll see it happen. We'll see how they play this game.
You know, I think this might be like one of the first times, if not the first time this season, we see Code Line playing something else. So looking forward to that. I think maybe I've seen like a Rubik match out of him or two, but that's it. I definitely can say I feel like GRS Lab's first 2 bans here are not a bad set of first bans against GXG.
Yeah, although if they do want to go for the really aggressive lane, they could lay the Shaman and the Beastmaster together.
Yeah, Shaman Beastmaster could be a pretty nasty lane, but I mean, on the other hand, you know, I do feel like Jakiro is decently kit to just bully out the Shaman, make him a lot less of a factor there.
Shaman in lane requiring a lot of his poke coming from his meaty right clicks.
Yep.
Dawnbreaker. Is this the mid, the 5, or the 1? That hero being able to be played literally anywhere.
It's Dawnbreaker.
Theoretically,
That's who it is. It's Dawnbreaker. Come on.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you could assume it's probably not going to be 3, but that's about the only safe assumption you can make at this point, I think.
I do believe I meant to say 2 there.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
Although
I think we've seen
this
some
shaman
Dawnbreaker one.
could be 5, and it could be this could be 4 Dawn, 5 shaman maybe.
I don't think I like a Dawnbreaker Beastmaster lane, to be honest, so I hope it's not that.
I don't think it could be good. It's a lot of slows. It's got a stun singular. Intel 6, Tidehunter coming in. That hero can purge off Roar if he's taken enough damage, so not a good roar target. And Ursa, again, not a good roar target. Although, against Shadow Shaman Beastmaster, he should just be able to get kited out in that lane.
And the Dawnbreaker, too, and once the game goes on, also sucks for him.
Yeah. Especially if Dawnbreaker goes for that Ags build. Really want to try to burst somebody down with that heal giving you, what is it, evasion 20%? While you're inside the circle, really just preventing you from killing people. Also can slot on a halberd there pretty easily, being a strength hero. Making that guy unable to click anybody.
Yep, and of course, it's a very unappealing target for Ursa to go after as well, because, you know, basically you've got any bashes you get, and anytime Dawnbreaker is not bashed, not only does she have the ability to just jump the hell out of there, which kind of sucks to try and chase out, but she also has the ability to just ult out of there, which really sucks. Ricky!
Yeah. And Ricky coming in, another hero that Ursa really does not like to see. Able to just make you blind to the rest of the world with Ricky's smoke cloud giving you up to an 80% mischance inside of it, or something like that.
Ricky, by the way, is making his Season 14 debut in this match.
Interesting. First time we've seen it this season. Also, tricks of the trade making you unable to hit the guy. This time, banning out Huskar again against Kid Dynamite. Viper banned on the other team. I guess that's to counter the Ricky's permanent invisibility, maybe?
To keep the Beastmaster passive going, I would imagine.
Potentially.
And also because Ricky does not like seeing the Viper for other reasons, and that Ricky against Viper, he just melts.
Fair enough.
Also,
Hero does not have a health pool until later, even then.
It's
and Sniper being banned.
Some of the low health heroes like, you know, like Ricky or like Clinks, it's like even if they get the BKB, they're actually still in pretty bad danger because Viper Strike just goes right through that, and that's still going to be a very large chunk of their health bar taken off.
G-Raff looking for a mid, and potentially GXG also looking for a mid lane here. Both teams saving their mids for last. It's what both teams seem to have it down to, with the bans that they've just pulled out. See what G-Raff wants to pick here.
Spaz, you're a captain, right? You are the prestigious captain of Smells Like Team Spirit and then Defense of the Flat Earther. You're picking here. What do you think?
What am I picking here? Well, they need something to. Although Ursa and Tidehunter are both strong and can be tanky, I don't know if they really want to be the ones frontlining. Maybe Tidehunter does, but usually typically see him in LD12 played as more of like a sideliner, where he's there, but he wants to like try to get the perfect Ravage off instead of being the tanky frontliner. So I think something like Leshrac, or maybe even like a Spirit hero to jump the backlines. Somewhere, I don't know, Spirit hero against Ricky, never mind. I don't know, something tanky that can survive. Death Prophet would have been a really good pick here.
Unfortunately, it's banned out.
Unfortunately, they did ban it out.
GRS Lab going to take up all their reserve time.
Potentially looking at a Leshrac here and would be quite good. Being able to pop your ultimate and walk into that smoke cloud. Is this Luna mid?
I assume so. Well, you were talking about a tanky frontliner. That's two things that Luna can't do.
Yeah. Someone that can survive through all the bursts that GXG puts out. And Luna is definitely not that hero.
I can't wait until Dawnbreaker gets shard and then never has to care about Luna again.
Yeah.
What?
And then coming in with the Meepo, also probably making... Actually, no, not making his debut. Surprisingly. Pulling in the Meepo here against G-Raff's Laboratory. Kid Dynamite is feeling himself.
No, this is a Season 14 debut.
No, I thought I saw a previous game where it was played. Looking at the prior games played for Season 14. I may be wrong.
No, I think I would have remembered that. I've seen all of these, you know.
Probably. It's a bit of a...
An odd pick.
Standout hero.
Yeah. I know, I kind of didn't know. Well, I mean, I should have remembered anyway. Meepo's coming. Maybe you heard that because I think there was some discussion, like, the day the game happened about Kid Dynamite playing Meepo. I know, I think Randy said it during the stream, actually. Like, oh, Kid Dynamite, level 6 Meepo, nice. Meepo this game, actually, I mean... Literally, why not? What is Meepo afraid of on this lineup? Like, none of these guys. He is god-awful. Like, Ursa is just god-awful at actually dealing with him.
I mean, not really. I really don't like Meepo this game. You've got Jakiro as AoE lockdown. You've got Tidehunter as more AoE lockdown. You've got Marcy that can single out a Meepo. And Ursa and Marcy beating on a singular Meepo, well, that Meepo will just die in no time. And if the Meepos are all grouped up together, those Luna Glaives are going to be doing infinite amounts of damage if Luna... like the best Meepo game it could have been.
Well, let's just say it like this. If it was Meepo alone versus all 5 of these guys, then what you just said, that would all be true. But here's the thing, it ain't Meepo alone versus all these guys. Ursa can try to jump on one Meepo alone, and then he also has to deal with the smoke cloud. And... Oh, there we go, that's good. Meepo can't, like, Ursa can go all in on one Meepo, but, like, there's a smoke screen there. You know, that's gonna make it suck. The Luna can, or the Titan, or whatever, they can come in, but they got screen to get through, they got all the Dawnbreaker tricks to get through, they got the Shaman to get through. There's like nothing answered on GXG except Meepo in a vacuum, but because the rest of his team is so unanswered, then he's not. You know what I mean?
30 seconds to battle.
Fair enough.
In particular, I feel like... Why is Ursa standing here?
The question will be this game, whether or not they can...
Ursa mid?
Because, this is G-Raff Ursa, so there's... As their mid laner, this is Ursa mid, who is rushing a Battle Fury.
This is gonna be one of these games.
It's one of those games.
Come on, G-Raff, just TP, you've still got time. Just think about this, okay? Just really think about this rationally, all right? Like, I know what you're thinking. It looks bad now, but just trust me. You don't wanna do this. You don't listen. It's 26 seconds. You can still leave. You know, this is like.
Although, we were talking about that vacuum. And it has been created here in that mid lane. As everyone knows, LD12 players don't know how to rotate. Ursa should be having a pretty good time in this lane against the Meepo.
Well, he'll have a good time until the second Meepo comes out, at which point I feel like Ursa will have no time. But until that second Meepo comes out, you know, he should be able to do alright.
Although, to do well in this lane, Ursa needs to actually click the Meepo every chance he gets, something that hasn't happened once. All this Meepo damage has been creeps.
Oh my god. What? This is a meme. I cannot believe. Never mind. We'll talk about this after the game. I can tell you this much. I have insider information that one member of the G-Raff lab lineup is muted this entire game. No, Blue Jays Courier. You'll never have a magic stick now. I mean, hey, if Big Boy LaCroix...
did not want you to know.
The Big Boy LaCroix are going to be definitely spamming out his skills. It's a Tidehunter after all. No matter if he's going to try and spit at you a lot or if he's going to try and anchor smash you a lot, he's going to be hitting buttons a lot.
Tidehunter has 2 earn components. I don't think he's going earn, as he's just completed his Bassy there, but he's for a bit of a funny starting inventory.
Sure.
Although noticeably, unless he used all, he only started with that salve.
I believe that is the case, yeah.
Tidehunter noticeably out of regen right now.
He's gonna go for a magic wand here. Jakiro is the stat god, has the magic wand and the circlets for 5 total, all stats.
Yeah. Just wants to be the beefy melee frontliner that all supports dream to be.
That's true.
840 health. Coming in at level 2.
Which is only slightly less than the level 3 Meepo. I can definitely see exactly why you would want to go for this build on Jakiro in this particular game, because, you know, like I said, your big job in this particular lane is going to be try to knock out the Shadow Shaman. You know, not only is beefy right-click, which you're doing a lot against, but you also want to have a decent supply of mana to, he is going to build a Wraith Band. What? What is going on this game? He's got the
the armor in this lane.
Maybe he
I
does.
think he just wants the armor in that lane.
This is a very
armor that'll come out of that.
Very
band?
interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting way to get armor on the Jakiro. Maybe he wants the attack speed. He's going to be a machine gun. Veritable machine gun of Jakiro here.
Yep. A lot of trading going down here in the bottom lane, it looks like, for with G-Raff lad coming out on top with the Big Boy LaCroix on that Tidehunter.
Yep. I'm having a bit of a hard time existing in this lane so far, just kind of ambling around at very low health, just kind of hoping that the also low health Marcy just randomly pops out, which so far has not happened.
Not happening. Marcy going straight for the chainmail. Yeah.
Hey, I've talked about hypothetical chainmail only builds before, just on Centaur Warrunner, not on Marcy.
Yeah. Luna's gonna take a lot of damage here.
Yep. Jakiro walks away from this lane for 1 second, and this is what happens. I mean, usually when I say that, it's like, you know, Jakiro walks away to, like, go pull, and this happens. But no, that was literally, Jakiro turns away and starts walking over to, like, start a pull process. And in that time, Luna loses, like, 3/4 of her health.
Well, admittedly, Jakiro walked away and Luna walked in, so a little bit of miscommunication there between the two. But,
by the way, roar! Where's Meepo? Oh, he's just doing the jungle. Kid Dynamite refuses to believe in them removing that one jungle camp. He's just simply not going to play this game. This is his protest.
Yeah. Arsa coming in with top last hits in the game, 29. Most of those probably being lane creeps.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if, oh, he's gonna go in a little bit here, but I mean, just one Meepo throws him net and he doesn't have anything to do anymore.
True, he is 6, so he does have his ultimate, but at the same time, I don't think 2 Meepos outdamage 1 Ursa. Oh, Big Boy LaCroix. How did he get low?
Very greedy here. I'm not really sure why he's sticking around. You ever see what happens when a watermelon gets hit by a mallet?
Yeah, they explode. And besides, have you seen those videos of people crushing melons with their thighs? Dawnbreaker could probably do
Yeah, 2 different methods of two different anti-watermelon methods with the Dawnbreaker here, which means that psychologically this has got to be a very bad matchup for Titan
melon
here. It's like you're fighting somebody with a sword that's the exact perfect like length of your body or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And a crane to just drop it on your head. Very impractical. Not necessarily a counter, but you know, the morale damage is certainly the thing you have to consider in that situation. Tell me Code Line does not get away with this.
He appears to maybe be getting away with this. Nope, that Jakiro slow is gonna spell his demise. Gonna get off one final Q on the Cosmos.
What in God's name is this guy doing here?
I think he's here to try to get a kill, but Beastmaster wisely sitting under tower. Not, I'm trying to get a ward up actually.
Yeah, ward up here is good. And Dynamic Island is gonna randomly jump on Ursa, so... But like...
Honest here. They have 4 heroes, no, 3 heroes in the mid lane.
Yeah, there you go. That's what Heller was doing there. It's making the Radiant believe that there was a big rotation coming to mid when it was actually just Marcy randomly running around up here for no reason.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman TP mid as well.
Big boy LaCroix now just going to solo line.
Against this Ricky should not be able to do too much against this Tidehunter. Especially with that base damage that Tidehunter's E was off.
Marcy is going to just be staggering in the jungle here. I really don't understand. Like, this is a very easy punish, I feel like. Like, just get somebody down here for Tidehunter, just eat him.
I mean, who really eats Tidehunter in this game?
Ursa! But he's on his own team.
That's the same team.
Yeah, I know, that's why I said he's on his team.
He's on his team.
All you have to do is just retroactively draft Wind Wyvern.
Yeah. I feel like Ursa might have felt happy in this lane, going for a second point in his Q. For the extra slow, to get another maybe singular right click off. But Ursa with no ultimate, clicking Dawnbreaker a couple times. Although Ursa does almost have Battle Fury at 9 minutes into the game.
Yeah, mid was just kind of both guys just unimpeded farming.
Which,
just nobody looked at each other at all. Just two pause ones, basically.
especially in this day and age, lends itself to the hero buying Battle Fury. Oh. Just not having enough mana for Roar on Beastmaster allows Luna to survive in this lane.
It's like anti-mages here again.
And he keeps using it to throw axes. I feel like
yeah, this level 1 axe is crap. Like,
worth
just don't do this.
Don't bother casting it. Although in this lane, I feel like Looter could have done well having a stick here. With the amount of spells that Luna and Jakiro are going to cast.
Well, it ultimately doesn't matter, as Luna is just going to casually go down.
Yeah.
That's necessary.
Ricky showed up top, and with the boar slows, with the double boar slows actually, it was enough to take out the Luna.
Trying to picking up Ags, not Ags, Vlads.
Vlads.
I know there was a lot of complaints about the Tidehunter Vlads. So, here's my interjection. If you're convinced that your pause 4 isn't going to build it, why not? Or if you're convinced your pause 4 shouldn't, why not?
Right Fact is a very good item.
And you look at a lineup like this, it actually does have quite a bit to give you. You know there's going to be some Blink Dagger action going on this team. And you can just kind of make a no-go zone, you know, for initiation for that lineup, which is good.
Yeah, also against a team that all wants to be in the center of this fight. Beastmaster wants to be in there with all of his units. Ricky's going to be jumping on people.
Army
Dawnbreaker's going to
Meepos.
also... Dawnbreaker's going to jump in. The army of Meepos. Shaman being a fairly short-range hero in and of itself. All of its spells having short cast range.
Yep, that was something that I wanted to say like 3 or 4 times in that lane, but I didn't actually get to. Is another big thing in the Jakiro versus Shadow Shaman matchup in particular. Shaman doesn't just want to right-click, he also really needs to be conscious about positioning, especially early levels, and that mana pool is pretty small, and you know you haven't leveled up all your skills yet. You know, positioning very important to Shadow Shaman, and being constantly just flowed or even stunned if Jakiro decides to ice bat, which he did. Really kind of sucks for him.
Oh, going for this max liquid fire on Jakiro.
Yep.
Bit of
Wants
a
to push right back.
build there.
I mean, what do you do? You got
Typically
Wraith
want
back.
to typically want to see that max ice path for the 2-second stun, but
not Wraith back, Wraith
not what
ban.
we're seeing here. Throwing down the macro fire. Ursa getting
macro,
roared,
but
and the enemy team just pulling the runaway maneuver. Sir Robin has definitely made his presence known this game.
and no Tidehunter ult on that, which is a little interesting. I think that could have been a pretty decent Ravage there.
That's a joke half the server's too young to recognize.
Yeah, nobody would ever get that one. That very obscure gem you're quoting right there. You know, the other day I tried to convince somebody that I knew that nobody in America had ever heard of Monty Python. It was just like a totally unknown series here outside of like super like British TV experts. But on the other hand, Faulty Towers and Blackadder very mainstream here. Like if you stop somebody on the street, that's everyone knows that. And they were convinced for a while.
Yeah, keep coming in, just dropping rewards on that mid tower. Nothing really the enemy team can do.
And speaking of nothing the enemy team can do,
Tidehunter has no mana. He cannot ravage.
Ricky's got his defusal. Okay, what is Luna doing here?
Dying. That's what Luna's doing here. Blue Jay on Ricky coming in with the triple kill. Again, just going for this really early push strat, and it seems to be working out.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, they're tired of me just sitting here going like, it's 16 minutes, this has been unwinnable since 20, please win now. They're tired of it.
Yeah.
The only team in this season that knows how to actually win a goddamn game. You know, Manoy says, oh, Bean 10, you take him to 60. No, Bean 10 just knows how to actually win a game. I hope Ganker x Ganker is also learning.
Yeah.
Roar! Oh no!
The Anger Bear just did not press his anger button, and then just got kited to death by Beastmaster boars.
And speaking of Beastmaster, he just randomly ulted for no reason.
I think a bit of an unnecessary use of the roar there. And
Luna's gonna try and go for this!
Does not get the kill.
Copless, slightly insane. That ravage was there to save your life.
Although the Tidehunter damage block is really coming in against this Meepo. How they're going in, also quite insane it seems. No one can kill this 3 damage block Tidehunter. There goes the Shaman and the Dawnbreaker.
Yep, Ricky got way the hell out of there.
To the Battle Fury Ursa, who decided to try to come and fight. Thinking that Battle Fury was his fighting item.
The good news is that it did work out there. I mean, it didn't work out the first time he died, but it worked out the second time when he didn't die. And he's also still the top net worth in the, never mind. Smoking a Roche? Does G-Raff know the secret strat that nobody's ever heard of? By Jove, I think he does, but Whimsical Dragon's also just gonna kind of mosey by here, make it a little obvious what's going on. And is it going to pin out for him?
That Ursa can actually solo Roche here. Seeing as how they nerfed the amount of life steal you get from Morbid Mask on creeps, which does include Roshan. He does not have his ultimate.
Oh no!
Therefore, he will just lose.
No, he's gonna die
Oh.
to Roche.
It was very close.
Yeah. If we got a little less lucky, it was a high risk maneuver there, but it does work out. So there you go, kids. That's something that you are indeed allowed to do in Dota 2. If you smoke into the Roche pit, Roche does not like tell on you. He doesn't call the enemy pause 1 and say that you're here. You can do that. It's something you can do.
Ursa going straight into the... Okay, there we go. He was going to build a Basher, immediately changed his mind to go for that BKB. I like that a lot better than rushing a Basher, otherwise he just gets kited out until the end of the world.
Speaking of kited out, looks like Jakiro just got out.
Just got outed in the side lane. Interesting to see that Meepo still going for the Dragon Lance even after it got nerfed.
Marcy just casually farming here.
Marcy just casually farming with the ultimate, yeah. I am all out of chocolate milk.
No! Marcy casually farming here, getting exactly what happens to Marcy's that casually farm.
Getting farmed instead.
Yep. We got a very major emergency. This might be the darkest day in LD2L. Spaz just ran out of chocolate milk. Spaz very famous for its chocolate milk enjoyment.
This Tidehunter not finishing the Wraith Pact and instead going for an Ags. I don't know how much I like that.
He read that in the Godlike Map playbook.
They definitely need that Wraith Pact this game.
Yeah, I will say, it's like, in fairness, they really shouldn't be taking fights like this early. I think the idea is you just...
I think they just stay and chill under tower. I don't think they chase. They still only have Battle Fury on their Ursa. He may have
it does have Aegis.
But...
They're actually gonna pull a general retreat here, so... It's gonna work out.
General retreat?
But as I was saying, I do see what Big Boy LaCroix is going over here, and I think I agree with him. Big Boy LaCroix is holding off on Wraithbag because they just shouldn't be fighting right now at all, and getting an earlier Ags helps them farm it up, and like it helps them get to the Wraith Pact, helps them get to the ability to fight, right? But
True, but if he was gonna do that, I would say just grab the Bazzi and then go straight into Ags.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I'm crazy. Because if you're just gonna go for a farming build, then just buy your farming item instead of the Vlads.
Goodbye, Luna.
And Luna is very dead. Trying to use that to clips against a Meepo and a full creep wave. Not the most effective strategy there. Ursa still has the Aegis and the Angry Bear button, but no Eclipse. Macropire just came back up.
Does not really feel like Luna is ever going to play a part in this game. I feel like Luna is one of those heroes where it's like you need to start strong right now. If you're not sitting at the top of the net worth chart here at 20 minutes, then you're never gonna mean that much. And here we are on the eve of 20 minutes, and Luna is above Tidehunter and Beastmaster, just barely.
Yeah, if
and that's it.
20 minutes, your Luna is getting out-farmed by a Ricky who went Diffusal Blade. Your game is looking pretty grim.
Diffusal just getting knocked off by the
Kraken's Shell.
Kraken's Shell, yep.
Looking to see some Force Staffs here on the side of G-Raff's laboratory. Just to get people outside of that smoke cloud.
Not going to be pursued by Marcy. It's going to be pursued by Jakiro. Just dies instantly.
That's a rig. Oh, Force
Yeah,
Staff.
Jakiro is going for Force Staff, you can see in the quick play here.
Still has that Wraith Band.
I like the combination of the Wraith Band and the Philosopher's Stone.
Yep.
Luna's gonna randomly die again.
Yeah.
Luna also has a force staff of her own. It's just not coming in any handy, unfortunately, because she's just forcing 3 inches and then dying anyway.
Yeah. Not gonna get you out of the net. You're still rooted. You'll just be 700 units further.
If I was Copeless, I would jump off a bridge after this game. Why is Luna here?
Yeah.
1 in 5, has not farmed anything, and has not really accomplished much. It's just really, it's just...
We do not promote jumping off of bridges here at Anani's Casts.
Yeah, you're a guest mystery, man. You don't speak for me. I can promote whatever I want. I don't promote jumping off bridges, but you don't speak for me. Okay, maybe, okay. I promote jumping off bridges in one circumstance. If you're on my team and you pick Dragon Knight mid, I promote you jumping off bridges there. Ooh, that's a good Ravage.
Pretty good.
Kid Dynamite is dead.
Shit on.
Kid Dynamite. Well, actually, never mind. Just
gets out of there.
what
That singular
happened?
Meepo.
What? Okay, no, I gotta.
He just poofed out of there, and they have no stuns to
Oh,
stop it.
yeah, he just barely got out of there the very last second with the poof. I did not think he had enough time to poof out, but he did.
Luna just, I guess, didn't see that he was poofing and couldn't stop it in time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Copeless is just gonna sit here and lose all of his health in like 2 seconds. What is this man doing? It doesn't really feel like it's like a double sad day on the Copeless Luna pick here, because it feels like it is a really just unfortunate pick in this game, and it also feels like Copeless is just like, oh, what the hell am I gonna do with this girl in this game? I cannot be playing this. That's what Copeless sounds like.
Didn't know Copeless was Scottish.
No, you know.
Now we know.
Meebo just got eggs. Now we can dig.
Dawnbreaker has that Wraith Pact now,
Yeah.
from what I saw, or is that just of Vlad's?
Yeah, it's just, it's gonna be a Wraith Pact and not that long.
It's gonna be a Wraith Pact. Has the Holy Locket.
Tide Hunter is still not really all that close to the Ags here.
I mean, he's 1 item away, 800 gold. Not that far.
You know, he's just he's been building it for 20 minutes now, so you know.
Yeah.
Jakiro just randomly gonna get eaten off screen in like a half a second. Jakiro, I noticed Jakiro getting jumped. I start panning the camera to him, and he dies before the camera gets there. That's the point this game is at.
Yep. Luna's now here.
Luna has finished her game pike.
Test done because Luna has a Mask of Madness and popped it in the middle of that fight. She couldn't actually stun.
I think she was like not madness there. I think she just had a cooldown. Versus got another smoke. Is perhaps gonna make a attempt to smoke into Roche. Never mind. I think he sold it.
Might have sold it.
Changed his mind. I hate Hawks. You know, if you think about it, it's pretty mean. You just you find a Hawk and the first thing you do is just shoot a fireball directly at it.
Yeah.
If I was a Hawk, I would be pissed.
There's the smoke going after this Dawnbreaker. No real way to initiate on top of the Dawnbreaker. Instead, they just have a Luna run in, and everybody misses their follow-up stuns.
The good news is they're going to get the Shadow Shaman.
Probably.
Which, I mean, you know, is not really that much worse than getting the Dawnbreaker. Well, Dawnbreaker actually is starting to get, like, near core money, so... I guess it is kind of bad, actually. Where's Roche? He's not here. Oh no! Not this time, funny Ricky. I've got my BKB. Ooh! He actually wins that fight. And then he gets disarmed.
BKB and anger allow you to win fights pretty well.
Beastmaster are going to go down very casually. It's another very good, very, very good Ravage there on the part of the Tide.
GXG's turn to run in and die one by one this time.
Holy crap.
Cop was actually pulling out a double kill on that Luna here, on the two heroes that were 1 HP.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for Beastmaster. It ulted right after the Eclipse started up. Good turnaround effort there by G-Raff's Lab. I thought the Tide Hunter ult came out really well. I thought Ursa played that fight particularly well. It felt like, you know, you could see the G-Raff sort of pause 3 heritage in the way that he played that fight, just kind of constantly pushing the line, just trying to get the enemy team to commit more and more on him, and more that they couldn't afford, just punishing them for it. Tide Hunter Ags is finished from the proceeds from that fight.
Ursa carrying a dust. Remember, folks, even if you're a core, buy some fucking dust against Ricky.
And Luna actually, through that fight, waved a magic wand and got into second place for net worth. Though it's not going to keep it very long if this happens to her.
BKB. Yeah, she didn't end up killing both, I would believe, the Ricky, or the Shadow Shaman and the Beastmaster in that fight, netting her quite a bit of gold. The dig here coming out of Meepo.
Yep, just wants to wait out the BKB here. Is going to be successful in that endeavor. Luna is gone.
Yep.
Ursa does not have any mana. He's going to try and ult turn it around.
Stealing it all. Does not have his BKB anymore and just gets kited out by the Cloud and the Shaman. They should not have taken that fight without Eclipse and Ravage.
No, you could say that, yeah.
Cosmos
I like Tide Hunter
being
being disarmed just out of protest. That'll show him.
Yeah. The Luna there running in and popping BKB to try to chase the Meepo. But in the end, dying. And only dying. Meepo ending that fight with more health than he started it.
Yeah, the dig there definitely came in a lot of handy. The
Did
ability to
great
just
job of
dodge.
kiting out that Luna BKB, yeah.
Yep.
And also 35% heal, I believe, off of that dig.
Meepo is immortal. Everyone leaves the shard there and just walks away. Never mind,
they're
Ricky's
going
gonna
back for
take it.
Ricky just
Wants
wanted his haste shroud.
What do you use against an angry bear? You use a sleeping dart. Easy. That's how they do it in circuses in Russia. If it'll work for them, it'll work for Blue Jay.
Ricky going for that eggs. He's gonna hit 2 people at the same time with Tricks of the Trade.
Shadow
needs
Shaman
to
going
find himself a full mana bar somewhere.
Shaman going for that ward. And that
And
ward.
another
And
ward.
And the ward.
Some more ward.
Shaman, a man who is very content with his current place in life, I think. Has no desire for anything more in this game. Very, very separated.
Has 4 staff and a pair of boots.
Yep. Okay, Howler just randomly died somewhere. Just pushing out a wave top.
Yeah.
You just
Going
gotta
straight for the going first.
nullifier. Nope, nope.
Nullifier.
You think that's nullifier, brother?
That's a radiance.
You must have not been reading League Cat recently. And there you go. Marcy now has Radiance. Has
And
nearly as
Tide-
much money as Tide.
Tide does have a Vlad's, so the joke is true. Ursa Bear coming in with the roar. For
playing out this
survival
fight
reasons,
really
I would
well
say.
so far. Completely demolished Ricky there.
Ursa, on the other hand, is getting fucked by the entire rest of the enemy team.
Yep.
Meepo
Kid Dynamite
is
digging to
able to just kill everybody else by himself.
yeah. This is kind of what I was talking about with this Meepo pick this game. It's like, in a vacuum, in some of these fights where it's like Kid Dynamite versus the world, the Meepo is really bad. He's just melting within seconds. But like when the rest of his team is here, the rest of his team answers the G-Raff lab lineup so well. In that regard, it's like he just eats everybody and just can't be stopped. It's a real name.
Luna also just does negative damage at this point in the game. You want to click on Luna's item, she's got a BKB, a Hurricane Pike, and a Mask of Madness.
Yeah.
And seems to be going in for the Manta style to purge, I guess, nets, but
Two fights ago, Luna hit the second place in the left chart.
And then I guess since then has forgotten to hit creeps, seeing as how her net worth has dropped significantly in place.
Again, very good use of the thing
seconds.
here.
Yeah. Pretty clutch. but,
Why did Howler throw one of the meepos out of danger? That was the lowest meepo at the time when he did that!
Yep. Assistance.
Copeless
His,
calls the
bank
GG.
account- Howler's bank account has been slightly more filled after that game, that's for sure.
Oh dear. Well, that was...
a game and a half, that's for sure.
That was a just straight up disaster. That you remember game 1 where I said G-Raff lab felt like the boat with no rudder, just no battle, now it doesn't even feel like a boat anymore. This game it felt like G-Raff lab was
a log floating
yeah.
down a river, just seeing what happens.
The Luna pick was horrible. It really did them nothing but bad.
It's so zero issues this game, and
Created
has-
many in kind.
tied for the most deaths on her team.
Yeah, like
Seemingly just getting picked off at the most random of times.
no, it was just bad. She was just way too squishy to exist here. It's like Ricky could look at her and she dies. Beastmaster looks at her and she dies. Meepo beats her to death in the span of 3 seconds. I don't think she survives. Like
Meepo even needs to actually see the Luna on his screen to kill her.
he just needs to have a vague thought of somebody who looks like Luna and she's gone. It's just the in particular. It's like I don't think Luna survives if she gets hit with any of the GXG stuns. It's like if she gets hit with the Dawnbreaker Q, she's dead. If she gets hit with the Shaman Shackles, she's dead. She turns into a chicken, she's dead. That's just the long and short of it. Has the BKB, don't get me wrong. And
She gets roared.
Yeah, she gets roared. She's like super duper ultra dead. Like, there's no hope there. Had some BKB, had some good uses of the BKB, had some good timing on some of the eclipses. Don't get me wrong, I do think outside of a few instances of Copeless just kind of wandering off and taking a death for no great reason, I do think the Luna was played well, and the atomization wasn't bad either, like rushing the hell out of the floor staff to try and get out of these nasty situations, but it's like, you could have been God's gift to Luna, and I don't think this game goes well for you. It's just such an unfortunate pick. The Marcy was an active detriment to the team, basically. Just soaking up a lot of farm to do nothing but just, buy crappy items and throw money to the enemy team. Big Boy LaCroix was just sitting here watching Luna and Ursa suck up, and Marcy for that matter, suck up all the farm on the map. He couldn't get anything done for himself, and then Jakiro was there. I mean...
Took 30 minutes to buy an eggs on Tidehunter.
Yeah, that was basically his first real item. I mean, it's like you have 2 already very greedy cores, and then your 4 just start snaking your money every opportunity and just like farming random camps and stuff. Like, what hope have
Purchase a
you?
radiant.
Yeah, what hope have you in this game? None. He's just he basically just got his game. It's completely wiped out. And if you ever wanted to know what kind of game it takes for somebody to be kicked off of an LD2L team, here it is. Spoilers. Howler, of course, after this game, had a very unfortunate farming-related accident. A Thresher ran over his face, and so now he's gone.
Unfortunate.
And that's just really... And that Thresher was named Kid Dynamite Meepo. I mean, it just really is a long and short of it. This is like the Meepo and the Ricky just decimated here. Just G-Raff Lab had no chance. It's probably, even though I think there's been some more one-sided scores, I think this might be the most one-sided a game has felt so far this season.
I
Well,
don't know. I haven't seen them all, so.
yeah, that's true. If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg to sign up today. Special thanks to Spaz for joining us for this cast, and we'll see you next time.